Welcome to the first ever Matt video. I don't know what I'm gonna call my YouTube channel, but basically here I'm gonna be talking about fitness and documenting my fitness journey as I continue to go through it. I do tend to talk a lot. I'm a big talker, I'm a big yapper, so I tried doing TikTok for like 2 videos, and I'm probably still gonna do that, but I'm gonna probably keep those. I'm gonna try and figure out how to do more short form content later, and do what I'm good at, which is talking. So hi, again, this is my first video, so the editing is gonna be really choppy and not seamless, but I'll get better. Stay tuned. The first thing I want to start off with is fitness and social media. They kind of go hand in hand. You'll see a lot of influencers out there that are, built really well. They have the abs, they have the lean body, they have everything. They're going out to parties, they have their calories right. They know exactly what they're doing. And then you have people like us, the normal people. And not everybody is an athlete. The only athletics I've ever been involved in is tennis in my sophomore year of high school. Keep in mind I'm a senior now, so that was 2 years ago. And I didn't really get into working out until about that time as well. It was also my sophomore year of high school that summer. But going back to my point is a lot of people that you're gonna see online are gonna have an amazing physique. You know this. This creates a really difficult stigma across people, across the general public. I'm talking teenagers, I'm talking even people up into their 40s that are so far gone, or they think they're so far gone from what they used to be, right? And that's such an unhealthy thing about our society now. I hate the fact that there's this pressure to always compare yourself to other people, when really you should be comparing yourself to you, because all these other people that you're gonna see online, how do they affect your life? They don't. They're just images, they're just videos on a screen. I mean, could you really prove that they're real people? Which, yes, obviously you can, but my point is, the only person that's going to be affected by you, or is going to affect you, is going to be yourself. And that's something that I think needs to get through to a lot of people's heads. The second thing I'm going to be documenting is going to be food. Food is a really interesting subject for a lot of people. I myself, I was an obese child. I was big, and I'm short. All right, I'm gonna just put that first and foremost. I'm a 5'2" male. I am not tall. I am not an athlete. I don't have a great metabolism, but I am young, which helps a little bit. So my time is ticking, right? But food is something that is universal. I mean, everybody eats. Some more than others, some less, right? And it's really difficult whenever, and I speak for the people who are coming from being a little chubby and being a chubster like me, right? It's really difficult to manage yourself whenever you're eating, because you get to a point where it feels like eating is the only thing you have, or eating makes you feel comfortable, blah, 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 right? And then you'll go onto YouTube, or let's say you one day you're like, okay, I want to make a change, right? And you'll go onto YouTube and you'll be like, how to meal prep, how to do that. And then you'll find those videos where it's like, oh, I'm meal prepping broccoli and rice and chicken for a full week. Watch, and you can lose weight in a week. That is so unhealthy. That really builds, I mean, unless you're like a pro bodybuilder and you've been doing it for a long time, that builds some really unhealthy habits to people who are young. It really does, because it messes them up. It makes them think that they can't enjoy the things that they have. It makes them think that they have to eat like this for the rest of their lives to be skinny, and then that sets them back. That sets them back to eating even worse, arguably, than they were before, because you get this sense of hopelessness that you can't do anything about it. And I really feel like I can hopefully make a change on that, because I've been there. I've gone through those little roads here. Keep in mind, this is within a 2-year journey. I'm not saying I know everything, and I'm not saying I have the best physique. I don't. Again, I'm a small dude. I'm a small guy. I'm not, super ripped. It's just, I have skinny arms. I've been out of the gym for a little bit, but I'm trying to get myself back in because, it's something I love to do. It's something I love. It's something I have a lot of passion for, as you can clearly see as I'm yapping to you about it. And it's just something that I'm gonna fix, and you're gonna watch me fix it. Number 3 is workouts. This is my third and last topic. Number 3 is workouts. People overthink their workouts like crazy. And I'm not, again, this, what I'm talking about is not for people who are doing or have been doing this for a long time. I'm talking about people who are just not getting into the gym. They'll ask this big dude, they'll be like, hey, what do I do to start growing? And the gym is a great community, but sometimes we overestimate what other people can do. And that can lead to injury, that can lead to all sorts of different things, them getting, sad that they can't do something, blah, 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 right? Don't overthink your workout. Do what you can. Do what you can. Whenever people get into the gym and they want to start hitting chest, I don't recommend benching. Benching is, it's hard on the elbows. You can mess up your form like crazy. Obviously they'll learn their form as they go on, but I don't recommend starting with bench. That is not something I recommend. I usually recommend maybe starting with incline. Start with like 210s, maybe go up to 220s. Get the elbows right on there, get those degrees right, and then you can start moving on to a bench. Now that you have a little bit built more up here, you can maybe move more to mid-chest, move more towards lower chest, and discover more movements, and then build up healthier habits that way. Same thing with legs. Squats are really hard on the knee. I usually recommend starting with something that's a little bit less hard on the knee, maybe like incline squats. And what I mean by that is, I might be calling them the wrong thing. You put like two little 10 plates down, and then you put your heels on them, and then you squat like that with with the Smith machine. That is such a healthy way to keep your knees together, and I wish I knew that before I started doing some silly things. We'll get into that in a later video. But the point is, I am intending to, this is gonna be raw footage because I'm not editing half of this shit out. I'm intending to make a change for people who are going through their first steps of working out or discovering fitness. That's what this whole channel is gonna be for. That's who I am. That's what I want to do. And obviously I'll still have, for the people who do know me personally, I'll post my little nerd shit on TikTok about phones and blah, 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 blah. You can go check that out later. But here is where I want to document my journey, how things are going, and maybe hopefully influence people who are now starting to get into the gym, find their way around things.